Hello, good evening, and hope you had a good week. It's lovely weather. Other people will probably say it's too hot. It's too hot, but I like the heat. I like the heat. It's okay. Um, give me cold, bitter wind, chill factors, and it's like all like that. And it's like no. I just like to let it all hang out. This weather, sort of. I've got a lot to hang out. There's a lot of. But yeah. So I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. We're covering a lot of topics. I'm going to bring Col on. He's lurking somewhere. He's lurking. He's having a slurp and a lurk, I think. Right. Have a look. Hey, Cole.
Hey Phil, hello everybody. Welcome to
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
I've got.
I'm not like you, Phil. I'm melting.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely melting. Yeah, no, I don't think you'll let it hang out anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Probably no. Not where you think, anyway.
No, it's. I mean, you keep coming up with that excuse. It's cold. It's cold. That's why it's small. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some people believe it. Some.
Oh, sorry, I am melting. I am absolutely melting. I've got a fan on here, so if it picks it up, please tell me and I'll turn it off. But
that's fine. That's okay. But I mean, if you're melting like kind of on a live, that's brilliant. I can see there's 2 subscribers right there. Come and see Colin Keelty melt live on.
you nearly.
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
And you
Really
wonder
good.
why I hate you.
Yeah. That's it. Join the queue. Excellent. No, it's nice having you on. I've got to apologise because I've got to redo the titles. Your name didn't quite sort of fit in, so I've got to redo the titles. I don't think your name popped up on them.
This is disgusting.
I'll squeeze you in somewhere.
You know.
I'll squeeze you in somewhere. I'll give you a nanosecond
That
up.
sounds exciting.
Yeah, I'll be like Colin Keelty. Oh, did you see it? Colin.
Yeah. I'd have to really slow it down, wouldn't I? A lot. Yeah. Look, my mum, I'm there. Look. Yeah. The only subscriber I've got is my mother.
What sort of week did you have then? A good week?
Oh, I tell you, I'm glad it's today. I mean, I don't do heat very well anyway, but I love the heat. I don't want to complain. I'd rather go out in this than rain and snow. But then again, I love being out in the snow looking for prints. So I do like the snow. But this week, it's just been murder, absolutely murder. Been long days, and I'm glad it's Friday. Got 2 days off.
Yeah.
Tired, exhausted. Tried to get a lot of stuff done this week, cryptozoology style, and that's the thing that you sent me with Maine, the UFOs. I don't know if you want to discuss that. I just said to Phil, I just tried to do an audio, so it'd play on the show. For some reason, it keeps failing. I might have to try and do it another day, Phil, for you if you can. But it's all about them guys in Maine, isn't it, that were got abducted in 1977? I've just read it as well.
What ones? What ones got?
It was 1976, wasn't it? In
What's
Maine.
that?
You sent me a link. Was it Monday, Tuesday?
Oh, yeah. I did, yeah. Quite
Yeah, I've
interesting.
printed it all off and I put it all onto, like I say, on audio, and like it just won't play. Comes up on the screen and it just won't play. Why? I don't know.
You had the same as me. Do you remember that? I think it's not last week.
It plays when I'm not on here. As soon as we've connected on here, it won't play. So I don't know if it's got something to do with,
a quick one. Sorry about this, guys. All right, we are going to hack into some serious, like, kind of paranormal, cryptid stuff. Okay, on your bottom right-hand side of your PC, yeah, you'll see a little. You've got the time, and you've got the Wi-Fi and the battery. Yeah. Bottom right-hand side. Put your cursor on that. It brings up a window, and that window should say has got got Bluetooth, screen capture, car screen, all the rest of it, right? You see where the volume is? You've got a volume symbol, and it's right up max. Press the arrow, looking right. Press that. Yeah. and then it will be output. Have a look at your output. What's your output going to? The speaker output.
It won't come up. No, what's happening?
And that
No, what's happening?
it should do if you go on
In
to
the
the.
audios, I mean, I've got things coming through the show, and I've got show software, and I've got it through Audacity. I recorded it on Audacity, and it just won't. Now it's coming up here, Phil, whatsoever.
Weird. It should come up, but what it could be is like your PC is sending the audio to either your webcam, or if it's an external webcam, or to the microphones. It's keeping it on the microphone. It's
No, it's
using
coming
that.
to my speakers, my T10 speakers, because I checked that, because hopefully it was going to pick it up on this, but I wanted it to come through my PC, and it says I can split it through my PC and my speakers, if you follow that.
Right. Try just doing it to your. Can't you just isolate it off to your. Anyway, anyone out there, if you want help with software help, PC problems,
Oh, tell me.
every Friday. Every Friday.
I've lost yet. I've got yet.
Right. Yeah, you have a look at that. That's fine.
I'm
gonna. Oh, I just say, why not? Why not? I'm gonna crack on with a couple of things that I was looking up. Firstly, what I wanted to sort of broach really was I wrote it all down here because I've got memory like a sieve. Let's have a look. First of all, communication. How many out there have had mind speak or heard about mind speak? So it is a thing. It is a thing that people have heard of.
No, it's not doing it.
Is it not?
Yeah. I'll have to look into that. Sorry, folks. I was hoping to have some audio for you of abduction in 1976, but never mind. I'll do it another time. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's right. No worries. That's okay.
It was working fine till Phil came along.
Yeah, I said I've just got one of those faces. I just look at it and it breaks. Yeah, you know.
Ian was saying that earlier. Funny shit.
It's people just like look at me and go, oh my god, here he comes. Look at that big nose idiot. There he is. Right.
Tissue. I'm sweating. Sorry.
Right. Okay. Right. You're not moaning, are you? Right. Here we go. I'm going to put something up, which I put up before. I want to believe X-Files, as we know, and I don't need to believe. I know, and that was famously said by Carl Jung. At the time, he was talking about belief systems, insofar as like we have people that are mediums and people do seances, and they bring up entities. And we talked about tulpas last week, and egregores and thought forms. With Carl Jung, he believed that sometimes, like with God, it's archetypal. It's an archetypal. There is no there is no right, there is no wrong. It's just is, and it's the belief is within us for it, and it's sort of like a two-way street. It's like an attachment. There's that golden cord attaching it. But so that's the first thing I wanted to bring up. Secondly, this recursive unsolvability. People may recognize that. Basically, recursive unsolvability. It's basically it means that even though it recurs, it's unsolvable. ETs, aliens, UFOs, they are we can't get down to the bottom of it. We just can't get down to the bottom of it. Entities we see are camera shy and fall short on a corroborative evidence, seemingly because they are not here to contact, but only to change our perspective. Cole, what do you think if I said to you that, all the witness reports of Dogman?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, what would you say if I said that these entities, they're pretty elusive. They appear and then they disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of in the States, they go to shoot them, and the bullet just disappears and doesn't hit them or doesn't injure them. Do you
Sorry, I've got
think?
a window open.
I've got mine open as well. I've got mine open.
I've got kids outside.
That's fine.
Sorry, Phil. I interrupted. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, do you reckon that with Dogman, do you think that because they're so elusive, they're not actually here to they're not here to communicate with us. They're not here to make buddy up with us. What they are doing is they're showing themselves to people. Bigfoot are showing themselves to people. A lot of the cryptids like Nessie are showing themselves to people with one goal in mind, and that goal is to change people's perspective, to kind of get them used to the fact that they're there, get them used to the fact that they are witnessing them, to the point of like kind of uh every time you turn on TV now, it's I pretty much know how a drama or a TV series or a film's going to end. It's either going to end with a portal, it's either going to end with a time slip, it's either going to end with a alternate universe. Some would say that because it's so flipping common that happens, that narrative in that program, every single program, that it's almost training us, so we don't take much notice of it now. Do you think that with Dogman it's the same type of thing?
I think there's a lot of media out there that is training us. But with Dogman and that, if you say it's trying to slowly introduce itself into our lives, then it's been going on for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. So I can't see that for some reason. I think they do show us for that reason, if you follow that, but why they do it that way, I don't really know. It's a real tough one, is that? I do think
It
they
is a
do show themselves and to make their presence be known. I have read stories out there that I think there's a famous one in America. I can't remember the name now, but it was a young kid. His father was in the Air Force out there, and he got moved to I think it was in Canada. And he wrote a book on about how he friended this Bigfoot, and it used to carry him on his shoulders all over, Canada, and show him all the sites that we couldn't even see because they're so remote to get to. I don't know. It's an odd question. I don't think they're here all the time, but there is that fact where they seem to appear and disappear. So I don't know. I've got a big question mark there. This is why we do what we do. We'd love to find the answers out, but we're never going to find the answers out. I don't think ever. Not
so
while
that
we're alive, anyway. I don't think.
well, I think I think the answers lie in the fact that I do think they're all related, Cole. I think that Bigfoot,
Mm.
Dogman,
Yeah, I think they're
aliens,
related.
they're all the same thing.
Something going
And
on. Yeah.
I think that we keep going round and round and round on this circus. And I've got a feeling that it's not so much contact, it is perspective. It's kind of preparing us. That's what it's doing. It's showing a little glimpse. It's a trailer for the main feature. These are showing us as trailers for the main feature, getting us accustomed. And I talk very broadly now. I'm talking about UFOs, Bigfoot, and Dogmen. I'm clumping them all together because
Yeah, maybe with UFOs, but if you keep saying that they're just appearing to not to scare us when they come full view, then these have been going on for hundreds of years, fellas.
I
And
think
it's never come to a head, has it? It's just it keeps happening. People keep seeing it. The odd occasion, 10 seconds here, 2 minutes there. You see the Bigfoot, whatever UFOs, then they're gone. But it's been happening for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's not the. If you think they was just going to show themselves just to say, "Look, we're here," then disappear for a couple of weeks, come back, "Look, we're back." Why ain't they done it? Why has it took so many hundreds of years to do that? Do you follow me? Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I do follow you. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But
I'm glad somebody does.
I think, yeah, sort of. I've just been polite, but I've no idea. If anyone's got any ideas, send it in the comments, please.
Really?
It's I think have you ever had mind speak? Because you've had interactions with Dogman. Have you had mind speak?
No, not with them. No, I've never come across it. But like I said, I told you about them weaknesses that I had. There was communicating without even speaking. So he reckons. I ain't going to doubt the guy. I've never had it. I don't know if Ian's had it because he gets a lot of. Have you had it, Phil?
I've had mind speak. I have had it. I have had
Right.
it since quite an early age. Now, it's usually a very deep, low, robotic sounding voice.
No, sorry. I do get voices in my head. I thought he says communicating with a Dogman.
No, I don't. I'm not able to communicate with it.
Right. Sorry. I
It's a
follow you now.
one-way
Yeah.
street. It's a one-way street with me. I
Yeah.
can hear, and it's usually at times when it will say this, and this is like, Phil, beware. Phil, leave now.
Mine comes on stress moments. I just get these voices, or
Yeah.
something's happened. It'll tell me what to do. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah. No. Sorry. Yeah.
And whispering as well. Whispering as well. At the same time, you'll get whispering in the background, which is very odd, like a group of people whispering.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I
They're a
get
group.
that. So I don't kind of like, it's not in the middle of Tesco's, down the frozen peas aisle. I get it so much, but in kind of like places where I've documented them all. Is one was in Clacton-on-Sea in a very haunted bungalow. The other one was when I was 8 years old. You know about that one around Auntie Sissy's I told you about.
Yeah. 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 I remember you telling me that.
I had it's at times of like extreme when there's going to be uh, uh, danger, or it's warning me. Now whether that is psychosomatic from the point of view of it's my own head telling me this because it's a creepy place, or
Could be.
that's it. It could be, but it's a audible.
Steady
So
retro.
why only
Sorry.
certain people experience this?
Can I read that out?
So why only certain
Yeah, I
people
don't know. I
experience
mean, I
this?
had a weird childhood. Sorry, excuse me. I'm expecting something from my mother, but yeah, I had a weird childhood. So I mean, I've had things at the end of the bed. I've seen things, obviously, as you know. I've seen big dogs, dogmen, all sorts going up, ghosts, writing hands on the walls. So I don't know. Are you born with this ability, or through life do you pick it up somewhere? I don't know. I really can't answer that one. What about you,
Um,
Phil?
well,
I think I was born with it because my mum says I was a difficult child. Apparently, excuse this, but she says every time she knew I was difficult, she used to look out the window and it was a full moon. Now I've heard that before. My mum told me this for years and I didn't believe her, but now I've witnessed a lot of people say the same thing. So, is there a connection? Why is there a connection? Is it
right.
gamma rays? What is it, Phil?
Well, I think that these entities, they're all one the same, and I think they've got one single origin. And I think that us being selfish, we rely on communication, verbal communication, and our verbal communication has evolved. We've evolved it. I mean, I wrote down a few little things about uh, 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 um, our communication, how it evolved. here. Where was it? Where is it? I've got it written down here. Hold on. So we've Proto-Indo Europeans were a race of Normandics, a nomadic tribe, if you like, in Russia and the Balkans, around that area, and they didn't have any written law, but they did exist, meant to have existed. This has been pieced together by archaeologists, scientists, to try and track where the origin of speech, our immediate speech, came from. And they nailed it down to they believe it's this Proto-Indo Europeans, nomadic tribe. Then it kind of like all filtered down, and it became dialects of countries, and you had West Germanic, East Germanic, which no longer exists. You had Slavic, you had obviously Russian, and then filtered through after West Germany, Dutch, English, filtered through. So, but on the whole of it, our communication is pretty crap. A lot of times, I know I used to stutter. Years and years ago, when I was a kid, I used to stutter. When I was like all excited, it would be more pronounced, and I had to relearn myself. I still do it occasionally, but I had to relearn with help from a teacher to think first before I'm actually vocalizing what I want to say. I have to slow things down a little bit, because otherwise it just comes out and it's just not nonsensical. Our communication that we have, speech, is absolutely rubbish. A lot of times we don't have the words. It's very difficult to have the words, descriptive words available to describe what we're seeing. A lot of times when witnesses to UFOs, they find it extremely hard to describe the UFO in detail, or they get the description kind of muddled up, or they misremember. The same goes with cryptids. Because it is something which is so unusual and so strange and so arcane, it sometimes is difficult to put a description on the undescribable. Do you see what I mean?
Yep.
Now I think that they we, like with aliens, we kind of like use radio telescopes, the SIBO, the SETI, and we rely on radio waves from space, and we stick them through AI and hope to find a sequence. We hope to find a repeatable wow sequence, like the wow signal.
Yeah.
But why would they use radio waves? They're a crap way of communicating, especially over the voids of space. I mean, sort of like if someone lands on the moon, how long does it take for a radio signal to get to the moon to give a probe instruction?
In about 7 minutes, 12 minutes.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So if you've got another planet and you're sending a radio signal, it might take, I don't know, 50 years, 100 years to even get there. By the time they get hi, it's us, you might as well you won't be, you'll be unlived.
This is
So
it. Yeah.
it's a pretty sort of rubbish. So I think a lot of times, when people see UFOs and they see like a bright flash, that nano flash, they are actually looking into the fact of that could be a form of communication.
Okay.
Maybe they don't have communication at all. Maybe they have silence. Maybe that's their way of protection, silence. We kind of like get a megaphone and shout it out. We're always shouting at people. I'm constantly shouting at people. I sometimes go out on the street corner, just shout at traffic, just for the hell of it. But we are like that because that's our way of communication. But with them, maybe they come from a world of silence. Maybe it's like that. So we have to look at other ways of communicating, and this goes for cryptids as well. I believe. So assumptions and limitations of traditional methods, human assumptions, are based on human speech and human communication to try and understand them, which I think is totally wrong. We've got latency issues, like I said about sort of that's like a no-go with them. So I was thinking with the mind speak, I think it could be a way of communicating, and like Ready Steady Retro said, why us? Why some people? Sorry. And I think that they could be communicating instantaneously with us. So forget the void of space. We do know with the double slit experiment, that old sing song of two photons hitting two slits and then like kind of observable, but the usual. We also know that two photons hitting prisms thousands, hundreds of millions of miles apart will take the same direction after they hit a prism. So there's a communication there, a quantum communication. So I think probably they are choosing people that see these things, that witness these things, that interpret these things to be something which when I've seen Dogman, I don't automatically think I'm going bonkers. I know what I've seen, regardless of what people say. And I stick to my guns with it because I've seen it, and you can't unsee that. I think communication wise, when I hear that voice in my head, I think that is it talking, but on a quantum level, if you like. And I think that is something that we have to think about.
Yeah, this is true. I know we only have a certain frequency of hearing, don't we, as well? And I think it's only 1% of all the frequencies is out there, I think. It's like our eyesight. Is that 1 or 2%? I can't remember now.
Yeah, it's a very small spectrum, isn't it?
It is a very small spectrum. So what is out there that we can't hear and what is out there that we can't see? So, yeah, you're right.
Luxy B says, so why would Knox, if they mind speak, is it not to warn others, but to let us know we are not alone?
I think Wood Knox is a communication between them.
Do you?
I do, yeah. It's like Indians with drums or something like that. I think it's them communicating to another Sasquatch or whatever it may be in another location. That's what I personally think. I mean, obviously, I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't know. Who knows? Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. Everybody's got their own opinion. So
yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know anything.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't have done, but I think it is when you see them and they disappear, a big 4 foot across chest, massive big thing, and it just disappears behind a tree. And the tree, might be a quarter of its size. And I honestly do think that when they enter and leave that tree, somehow they're able to use that tree as an energy source or a portal of some sort. And I think when they do, that's what we get.
You mean like a sound barrier type of bang?
Yeah.
Good theory. Yeah.
That's what I don't know. Like you said, it's difficult. I don't know.
Yeah, it
But
is difficult.
It's one of those if what's I don't know, could be, I just want to. I was looking at the news and some stuff popped up because might interest you because being cryptozoologist. Right, yeah. Buried deep in New Zealand swamp, scientists discovered the preserved trunk of an ancient karoo tree, one that lived through the last time Earth's magnetic poles reversed. The tree's rings held a remarkable secret, a timeline of cosmic radiation surges across by a weakened magnetic field around 42,000 years ago, known as the Laz-Champ excursion. This event saw Earth's magnetic North Pole flip south and then return again. But what shocked scientists most wasn't the flip itself, it was what happened before it. During a period now called the Adams event, the magnetic field collapsed to just 0 to 6% of its current strength. That's really small, isn't it? Magnetic field
I
of
did
the
say
Earth.
that, but it just went way above my head.
So the magnetic, those like kind of really pretty when you see them kind of on AI and stuff, and they look like little a peach, lines of a peach, like kind of going round Earth, and they kind of just protecting it from the solar winds.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and that was only like 6% of the max. So, what it was pertaining to, what it was what it was getting at, this whole thing was some researchers believe even the rise of caveman art may be connected. As radiation intensified, early humans may have sought shelter underground, leaving behind a
Yeah,
haunting
kids.
legacy of
Yeah, I
art
read that.
and
Yeah.
survival. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, it does. Getting bombarded, and I think there's an off-spin from that with going on the equator. Why everybody had dark skin, and obviously because it's the sun rays, and it protected them from the sun rays. Sunburn, they didn't get it because you didn't get dark skin, and the sun was just started moving up to Europe, way up towards Iceland, and that over
Yeah,
thousands and thousands of years, we started getting white skin because we don't need that protection because it was less sun.
yeah.
There was an off spin off that, and I can't remember what it was. I did read it though, but yeah, it is
It
interesting. It is very
fascinating.
interesting.
Yeah, fascinating. They found out that fossilized tree, and
I
they're still
know
able
it's
to read
amazing.
crazy,
I know
isn't
they
it?
found. I know they found a part of a dinosaur with some DNA, still flesh, still almost. I think it was frozen in the Arctic or something.
Yeah,
I
they
just noticed
found
the other day they come up
they
on one of my
found
feeds.
um
I know they're growing
they
them seeds, aren't they? From was it 20, 30,000 million years ago or something?
yeah,
They found some
yeah,
seeds. I think.
yeah, yeah. And I think it was a mosquito they found in amber or something. It was like I remember reading it briefly, this one,
Ah,
and
didn't they get some DNA
blood,
from it?
blood. It was
Blood, yeah.
engorged still with blood.
I read that as
From
well.
and the crazy thing is, they tested the blood for DNA, and it didn't match any known animal that walked the earth at that time.
Yes, I read that. Well, there's some connection to a human. Well, Neanderthal or something. Or something. I
Something
can't
like
remember
that.
what I read now.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. I read another
The amount
interview
of,
like,
I mean, I don't know if with you, Phil, the amount of feeds I get is unbelievable from
oh
Dave.
man, I know what
You
you're
just
talking about.
can't go through them all, can you? So you read it so many. I read a few lines. I think next one,
Yeah,
next one,
exactly. It's like it's
next.
crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely
But it's good.
crazy.
It's good. It's good stuff, and I'm glad a lot of people out there, if they are listening, I appreciate you. A lot of people do
Yeah,
send me stuff, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah,
I can't thank
yeah.
you enough.
No,
I
no,
just want to point out I get a lot of comments in. I've got and I've tried answering a few and saying hi, but I can't. It won't let me.
wouldn't
It's
it?
the
It
cheap
should do.
system that Phil does.
You should be able to. You should be able to.
I've just tried.
Oh, blimey! Hold on, let's have a
I
look.
know. Which eye do you want black in face?
Good idea. Guess I did. And so yeah, it should.
It
Oh,
says join chat, but then it says I've got to. Hold on, let me just click on it again.
it should work. It
Join
should
chat.
work. Yeah.
Right. You have to connect to your YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, connect to YouTube then. Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to connect it in case I lose you, which is a bit
Oh,
shame.
okay then. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, what we got on chat? Got Kate. Hello, Kate. Oh, the mugs are on their way. Okay, Cole, your mug is on its way. It's here.
We've been
We've
hearing
got
this
it.
for weeks.
Dawn, we've got the mug. Okay, the mugs are here. We're just waiting for the security cords come round. Okay, because they're one-off mugs. These ones not available in the shop, but so waiting for a security cord.
Look,
And
drinks
they're
out
waiting
there.
for armored backup vehicles. They're waiting for, and then we'll get those delivered out and sent out to you. I think we're going to have a special platoon of dogmen actually delivering those ones, but don't know. Got Keith. Hello, Keith. Nice to see you this evening. We got Dornio. Yep, lovely. Hiya. Hello, madam. Okay, Eve. Who else have we got? Oh, got Roxy B. Yes, and Ready Steady Retro. Yes, hello. Yeah. Oh, Eileen. Yes, Eileen Scott, my friend. Yeah, how are you? You're right, Eileen. I have got a couple of your yes. I'm going to read those out in a little while. Yeah, Elaine says hi, everybody, and oh, Delroy, hello, mate. You okay? Thank you for joining us again. Lovely, yeah, lovely crew.
It is good to see.
Now, Cole,
Yes.
right. In 2012, a 65-foot long fin whale. It just says FIN. Is that right? Fin whale washed up on the St Austell coast of England. It was
Yes.
malnourished, sporting injuries to its body. Above its eye, and these highlighted bite marks. The puncture wounds curved like a typical bite wound
I
would.
read this when it come out. They reckon the creature that bit it we must have been about was it 60 feet or something?
Yeah,
Am I right?
yeah, yes, you are.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It was the it was meant to be absolutely huge. The unknown creature is only known as the whale eater.
That's it. I just want to put onto another connection here. I follow a lot of this stuff. There was I can't remember now. It must have been about 10 years ago. There's a group of shark enthusiasts, researchers in I think it was believe Australia. It might have been in Mexico. They had an alpha great white. They called it alpha male, and it was huge. I think it's 20 odd foot. And they put a tracker on it, and it went swam out. And next minute, it dropped right to the bottom of the sea, thousands and thousands of feet, so quick, and its temperature just rose. The only way they could think out, some kids ate it straight away, and it's in the stomach because it was hot. And the marker that they track them with got washed up on the shore about a couple of weeks later. So whatever took that down, they reckon that must have been 60 to 80 foot easy, huge beach. I mean, as you know, there's lots of reports from ships, sailors from hundreds of years of creatures out there being in that size. And they're still seen today. I think there was one last year, if I remember correct, and that was, I think, it was on Mexico. And they said that must have been at least 60 foot long, whatever it was, or more.
Borderline megalodon.
Yeah, that's it. That's what the prescribing.
Easy for you to say.
But look at them sightings in the Amazon. They're still going on to this day. I can't think of the tribe name now, but they swear there's dinosaurs in there. They swear, blind.
Yeah,
So,
they do. Yeah,
are they still out there? We just start existing. You know, we're not seeing them. But what's it? The shark and what's it? That whale? Yeah, I remember that whale. And when was it? It got reported.
2012, 65 foot. Yeah,
Was it that long ago?
the whale was 65 feet long.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was and this has got to be double that, whatever it took it down.
Yeah. And reports of this whale eater have been around since the 1800s.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Also, something akin to the whale eater had been prominent sighting during World War One. It was called the creature's nickname in World War One. It was called the U-28 creature.
when they're blowing a ship up or something, and it comes jump. No, was it a submarine? And it comes jumping out of the water, didn't it? When the explosion.
Yeah, when the
Am I right?
when the ping guy, beep beep,
Yeah.
and then in the submarine in this U-boat, and evidently he got a blip, massive blip, and he interpreted it as you would as another
Mm-hmm.
submarine. So he told the captain, "You've had to get captain, got another submarine. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
what the
one of
point was,
ours.
didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not one of ours. It's not dive, dive, dive. And they reacted as if it was submarine. Then
Mm-hmm.
the flipping thing went up at lightning speed and out the water, and
Yeah,
then went
that was
back
it.
in again. Yeah,
Yeah, it was seen, apparently.
it is widely
Yeah, I
believed.
think.
Let's have a
Sorry,
look.
Phil.
A submarine. Sorry, Carl, a submarine captain named Jorg von Fostner described in his reports, "We did not have time to take a photograph, but the
I'll
animal,
try and
because
do
they,
that, Roxy. Yeah.
yeah, the animal sank out of sight after 10 or 15 seconds. It was about 60 feet long, was like a crocodile in shape, and had 4 limbs with powerful webbed feet."
Mm-hmm. I remember reading that actually years ago in a book.
Mm.
But I think there's a lot of British submarines. They had some encounters. I think there's a warship actually, like a man-laying warship. They had an encounter with it, and I can't remember it. I'll have to look it up again. But things that I read years ago, and they documented it quite well actually. What this thing was, and it was like a plesiosaur. So,
Yeah, crazy.
man, boggles
That's
could be up there.
Isn't that meant to be like what's in Loch Ness, a plesiosaur?
So they reckon. It's just been seen again, hasn't it? I think it was beginning of this week. I got a report. It's but they got a report by this couple. They actually videoed it, I think, for about 2-3 minutes. And there's a Loch Ness. Can't remember what they stand for now. Organisation that you put reports on. Sightings. There's a
Yeah,
website for it,
yeah,
and they
like
put on there.
a web, yeah, witness
Yeah, I know
board.
memories. I think it's because I'm tired and hot.
Yeah,
Anyway, they put it on there, but they only released a still picture of it, and you can't tell from the still. So I'm dying to see the video, but apparently they won't release it. Why? Is it like
Dawn,
another UFO cover up? Oh, it's a weather balloon. What, in the water?
because wasn't that shark that was had a data tag on it that you were told? Yeah, the shark that
Yeah,
had a data
Alpha.
tag
I
on it.
remember they called it Alpha Shark. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that the Dornio said? Was that in the Mariana Trench? Was that in the Mariana?
Yeah, it could be. You're right, actually. Yeah, because it dropped so thousands and thousands of feet in so like half a minute, whatever it was. Something dragged it
Yeah,
down. Something grabbed it.
yeah,
No,
crazy.
was it the Kraken? We know
Yeah,
giant squids are. Was it one of them, or was it something else? But
yeah,
whatever it was, swallowed the tag, swallowed the shark, they reckon, whole. And the tag was digested and pulled out and washed up on a beach. That's where they got all the data from as well. So
crazy to go
yeah,
down that. I do remember that it went down so quickly,
yeah, it
so
did.
quickly, and it was extreme pressure, wasn't it? It had to
Yeah,
go
it
through,
was. Yeah,
you know.
yeah, absolutely mega stream pressure. And I think them giant squids can go to that pressure, can't they?
Mm,
That's why the blue whales dive down there to get them. To be honest.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so.
Oh, sorry, I'm sweating.
No, it is hot. Put the fan on, man.
Oh,
Put
it's
the
here.
fan
I've
on.
got the fans on, and yeah,
I know it is hot. It is hot.
I need
We've
another
got
drink.
go get another drink because I'm going to
I'm
put
gonna have to get a slave.
yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, that's what you need, man. Get yourself a
If
slave.
anybody wants to volunteer to be my slave, please just let us know.
Yeah, there we go. What's your rates?
Let me more pay for the house.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, go on, hit me with another fact. Come on, before I go. And I'm going to disappear. I'm going to get another drink because I do need a drink. And I do apologise, everybody.
Well,
I
what I'm
don't
gonna
want to
do.
let the show down or let anybody down, but I really am thirsty. I'm
What I'm gonna do.
struggling here.
I got sent a couple of about 2 or 3 testimonies, short ones, not long ones.
From
I'm
what?
gonna read these out, these testimonies.
Yeah, go on
So,
then.
all right. So, what it was is from Elaine Gillian Scott, who's in the chat at the moment,
Right,
um,
okay.
and she sent these to me so I could read them out on her behalf. And I said, "That's fine. That's not a problem at all." So I'm going to put one up here. Okay. So, when I was a little girl, I used to tell people I came from Mars. I was quite convinced about it. Laugh out loud. Strange thing is, I have always liked to sit in the garden at night when there was a clear sky and I could see all the stars. I would be searching through those stars, hoping to see movement, searching for something and not knowing what I am searching for. Just feeling it this pull. I have always been I've always been much of a loner, preferring my own company to being with a lot of people. I have never felt I belong here, never feeling I fit in, always on the outside looking in. Strangely, my daughter has always felt the same. As a child, she told me once that she didn't belong here. Are we odd or do others feel like this? So I'm going to chuck that
Elaine,
out into the chat.
I'm exactly the same, Phil. When I was a kid, I just knew I didn't belong here. When I grew up, when I was a teenager, I just couldn't do pubs. I didn't want to do it. I was like Elaine. Just wanted to be outside. I wanted to look at the stars. I wanted to be in the forest. I just no, I don't belong here, and that's how I feel. So yeah, that is bang on. She's not alone. I know
No.
quite a lot of people like that. Same scenario.
Yeah.
So no, there's nothing to be ashamed of. That is absolutely brilliant, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
something to be proud of, not be
Mm.
ashamed of.
No,
Well
definitely not.
done. Well done for
Um,
sharing that. That is really good. Thank you.
she also has put another, and gave me another one. This is quite an interesting one. Hi, Phil. Can I tell you about something odd that happened years ago? I was always the one taking photographs, usually of the kids or the pets. I had a lovely little brownie camera. No one used it but me. When I got a reel developed and was looking through the photos, I found one of Linda. Linda is her daughter, I believe. Looking out of her upstairs bedroom window, looking rather sad. I never took that photo. I said, "So how was it on the camera, on my camera?" To have taken the photo at that height upstairs bedroom, I would have had to have been up a ladder or hovering. There were no ladders. We never did get an answer to that.
That's a weird one, isn't it? That's a good one.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, could be
Now,
some type of your area. That poltergeistist
yeah, I, I've
could
um
be.
I've met this lady.
Hmm.
I've met her. Really nice lady, very down to earth. Um, uh, she's not one taken to flights of fancy. Definitely not. She's very quite down to earth lady. Very lovely. Also, her daughter as well. She's in the daughter's in America, and
Okay.
I've messaged her as well just to ask about the events and what's happened. And yeah, these events, I do absolutely 100% believe her. I do believe her, and I can't account for that photograph. There have been instances. Now I want to call it a name. Is it Kirian photography? Kirian photography. It's
Ah,
it's it's like
not
photographing people's auras and
yeah.
photographing.
It's not Kiram, is it? I'm sure they don't.
It's a name like that. I
Yeah, I
can't
can't
think of
think.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you
Um.
mean. No,
Uh.
Karam. No, I can't think
Photography.
now.
I'm just googling it now. Sorry, guys.
Google it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just. Da, 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 da.
But
All you
people like us, I think we're unique. Everybody who experiences stuff like that. I don't fit in. I don't know. I'm on my own, as everybody knows, I think. I
Oh,
have
it's
problems fitting
interesting.
in. Yeah, go on.
Interesting. Right. I just googled it.
Go
It's
on.
a Kirlian camera,
Right.
Kirlian camera, or otherwise known as Aura camera. You can get these. You can buy these.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. Well, I knew you could buy them, but I didn't know they still did them.
Yeah. Yeah. I still do them. Um, that's the first thing that really came to my mind. With those Kirlian cameras, because um they're meant to take photographs of people's
Hmm.
auras. I'm not sure if they. Do you think they're like a full spectrum camera? Do you think they'd be like
I
a
don't
full
know,
spectrum?
really. I mean, as you know, I'm into a bit of photography. I've heard of them, but I've never really looked into them.
I wondered about
Um,
a full spectrum camera.
what type
I
of
did,
lenses they have, or what type of focus? I don't know. I really don't know.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
There's been instances in the past I do know of fort photography. So
Yes,
people,
I've read
yeah,
that.
you've heard of that, haven't you? Yeah.
It's like
So
remote viewing. They've done that with their cameras as well, I think.
yeah, yeah, they have. They have. Yeah, they've done that with cameras, and that was very interesting as well. And
It was what I remember.
but as for, I'll tell you what, Elaine, I would love to, Eileen, I would love to see the photograph.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, yep, I'd like to see the
I've got a
photograph.
Browning. I've got a couple of Brownings. It'd be nice. What type of Browning was it as well, please, if you don't mind me asking?
Mm, okay, well, just leave it in the comments and we'll get to that. I'm sure if Roxy B or one of the mods out there will get that highlighted for us when she replies on that one.
Yes, please.
Right, let's have a look at this one. Okay, right, we've got another one coming up. This is once again from Eileen. Right, this one she wrote another sleep paralysis episode. This is an odd one. This one. I was asleep on my stomach when I became aware of a presence. Looking to my left, all I could see was a shapeless mass about 4 foot high, which looked like blue cigarette smoke. The only way I could describe it. Then I felt what felt like clamps being put on my wrists and ankles, and what felt like forceps on my head. I knew no more till I woke. For at least 2 days after this, I could still feel where those clamps had been, like wearing a hat all day. But even after you've taken the hat off, you can still feel it's there.
That sounds like a bit UFO abduction type of.
That does, doesn't it?
It's a probing going on.
Yes, yes, I think so. I think so, Mr. Keelty. Yes, I do. Definitely a bit of probing that is,
Doesn't it?
but
It does
yeah.
really. I mean, it's hard to say, but it does feel sort of like that type of sense.
Mm,
Um, it's got to
um,
be harrowing. No matter what she feels, it's got to be scary.
that is going to be scary to feel.
No, it's
I
quite
mean,
scary, isn't it? Stuff like that.
yeah.
It does
Uh,
scare. I mean, as you know, all our witnesses that we interview, they're all scared for life, literally.
oh, yeah, yeah. It does affect. It just stays with you, isn't it? The
Mm.
witnesses, but just, um, and it has an effect. It has an effect on people. It does have
Just
an effect on people. And those people tend to this whole genre tends to open up even wider once they have that thing. What I found strange about it, Cole, was um, a lot of people, including myself, have had sleep paralysis, but
I think
with
well, I have. I know I have.
yeah, but to feel that your arms and legs were clamped,
Yeah, that's weird.
that's weird.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to get like something was sat on the edge of my bed, but that might be paranormal. So, like something was sat on my legs, but not
Right?
clamps. No, that was that. I think that would have freaked me, to be honest. Thinking about it,
Yeah.
did she say? Could she move, or could she just feel them?
Yeah.
But could she
Yeah.
still move, or could she? What was she
I
pinned down?
yeah. I don't know. I would like to know.
Yeah, I'd like to know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
if she did she try to move and she could move, or couldn't she move?
Mm.
Can you
So
could you answer that, please?
yeah, that would be lovely to know. Actually, that would be lovely to know. Right. This next little bit is also like a follow-on to that. But for people with a nervous disposition, or if you've got children, then turn this off basically or mute it. Okay, it's not that bad, but it's just still a little bit, Um, right, let's have a look. But I've got to pull it up because it's good enough to send it in, and it is quite interesting. It's not that bad, but it's just a bit. Right, okay. On a couple of occasions after an episode, I have found 3 bruises on the inside of my thighs, as though someone has dug their fingers into my thighs while trying to open my legs. Linda, her daughter, has found that too.
That's got to
So
be
they,
paranormal. That's got a poltergeist, is it? Got to be in it.
well, see, for that, I personally think more abduction scenario.
You reckon?
I
I
wouldn't be
mean,
at
with the
all
fingernail,
surprised from the
I could
sound of
under,
that. It sounds like they've whisked her up onto a ship that's got all the hallmarks of an alien abduction and a probing.
I could understand if you could feel stirrups, but with fingernails, that to me, because the amount of stuff I read about poltergeist attacks, scrapes and scratches, and
Mm,
I don't know. I'm a bit on the border with that, Phil. To be honest,
yeah, yeah, that is
I
a
think
bit.
I'd go towards the poltergeist, but you're the UFO type of scenario guy.
Yeah, um, it's an odd one. It is an
Hmm.
odd
I
one. I
don't know,
must
but it's
admit.
interesting though. It is very
Yeah,
interesting.
it is very interesting.
How bad
Um,
was her daughter? How old is her daughter?
oh, at the time, not sure, but now she's married, settled in the States. Spoken
Mm,
to her. I would. Oh, I'm going to get into trouble here, but she's a woman. She's a woman. She's a mature woman, kids, kind of.
yeah.
She's
Okay.
adult. So, I don't know what age she was when she had the marks
All right.
on her legs. I'd like to know, Eileen, if you can let us know that, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
just a few little facts, please, if you could.
Mm,
That'd be
that would
interesting.
be that would be really really good. Um, right. Also, what popped up on my feed as well, and it did yours because we did briefly speak about this. The vampires in
Mm.
Wales.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. I said I remember reading about it years ago.
Mm.
Was it the 70s? I can't remember what it was now.
Eileen said
Yeah.
it was an old brownie back in the 60s. No idea where the photo is now. Bugger.
Oh,
Oh,
I've got 2 brownies on my shelf in there.
have
I've
you?
actually got 3. Yeah, I collect cameras. Look, I used to. I used to be really. I got into photography years ago, but I used to take my big lenses. I used to go. But a famous guy, I won't say his name on here just in case, but a famous photographer. Give me a background in photography really quick. I used to date his daughter actually when I left school, but it's a long time ago. So I
So,
got into cameras. I just found cameras on car boats and I used to collect them. But yeah, I've got a couple of old brownies.
right, yeah,
That
'cause,
bored you there, didn't it?
uh, I'm really ignorant when it comes to uh, the old cameras. Are they the ones which you got other? They take a real film, a 35mm, or am I
There's
talking?
a couple in there. There was some. I think one of them takes a plate, like a plate. I've never had a go with them. I just collected them. Found them on car books over the years and just collected them. I know a couple of films in. I don't think
Oh,
it's 35 mil. I don't know what films goes in them to be honest. I've never really looked into it.
it's not the old-fashioned ones where you look in from the top and then it goes onto a photographic
No,
plate.
these actually got a viewfinder, but like I say, when you look through them, everything's miles away. It's like looking through a telescope backwards or a pair of binoculars. You turn them round and you ever looked, it's things that go for infinity, don't they? Have you ever done that?
No,
No?
No,
You won't live, Phil,
no.
have you, really?
I kind of like the sort of, I was probably busy having fun at the time.
Really? Well, that's not me.
Right. Okay. I'm going to, if you want to go get your drink, right, and
Oh,
cool
thanks.
off, I'm going to
Yeah,
play something for the people at home. I'm going to play something for you as well, Cole. So keep the speakers on.
I can't because
Now,
I'm upstairs in my studio number 2, and my kitchen's downstairs.
okay.
Go on, give us a.
All right.
Well,
I'll
I'll
put
wait.
it
I'll
on.
just
Right. Okay.
nice.
This is
Well,
because
things I
I,
do
I
for the
was a little
show.
bit, I was a little bit fascinated with, with the communication and cryptids and how, that's why I done it on, like, with us bobbing around on an ocean, because it's all kind of like, I see space as being an ocean, and it kind of, trying to send a signal from one bit to another. So I've done some digging around, and I've done my usual thing. I used AI. I got a load of different information from picked up information from here, there, and everywhere, bunged it into AI, and said, right, okay, generate me and improve on that information and give me a linear line. So it comes out
Mhm.
as a conversation between two bots, if you like, but it's
Yeah.
quite interesting. Okay, I'm going to get it up because it is well worth it.
Go,
Oh,
go, go.
before I do, I'm just going to, on my latest video that I dropped, Dornio sent some photos. I've got to put those up, to be fair to her, because she was really good, and she's got such eagle eyes. She caught this on my video.
Wow.
That's
Which one was
quite.
that? When was it?
That's the one where, no, that's the one where just recently I went to. There's a new part of the forest which I found, this new forest that I go to. It's really strange, Cole. It's kind of like got a choke point. You go walking through, and it's
Yeah.
private land to one side, private land to the other side, and you walk through the middle of this forest. So
Okay.
it's a bridle way in the middle, and then private land either side. And I found out from a dog walker that it's owned by this conservation company. It's a company, an
Yeah, a lot of
LLC
them are
company.
private now, aren't they?
Yeah. And I
Did the
said, what are
dog
they going
walker
to
say has he had any
do?
encounters or?
Well, I've put a trail cam up yesterday on Thursday,
Okay.
and you know that trail cam that you programmed up.
Did you
Um,
did you get it working again? Because I still ain't got any
well,
success with it.
do you know what I did just to test it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did, Cole. Because I thought I was getting a bit bugged. I thought, God, I hope it works at night. So at work, what I did, I jumped in the toilet and turned the light off. It's the only place where during the day I can
You
guarantee it's
shouldn't be
going to be
saying that,
dark.
Phil.
All right. So I was in the toilet. Yep, that's lovely. It was, and I
What,
turned
in
the
the
light
dark?
off. Yeah, in the dark. I was
Is there
all in
anybody
the
else
dark.
there?
No, no, it was a bit creepy there. And I was jumping around the toilet, trying to set off the PIR detector, and then I saw the red light come on, and I thought, brilliant. And there's a button. You didn't tell me this, Mr.
What?
Know-It-All. There's a test button where you can press it, and it will give you shots, like up to 10
Yeah, it
shots.
says it on the bottom test.
You didn't tell me that,
Didn't I
did
think
you?
tonight?
No. I was
Oh,
in
I
the
don't know.
dark
I can't.
jumping around, and then I pressed one button. I thought, oh, what's that doing? It started taking shots. I was like, oh, that's good. So I was
Look,
all
Phil, when
doing
you
all the
talk, it goes
pose.
in
I was
that
doing
ear
all,
and goes out that ear.
yeah, I was doing all the posing. Yeah, it works. It seems to work at night. So why ours didn't at the time, don't know.
Yeah, mine didn't. Well, it
It's,
did one, and it was just of that leaf.
mm, I don't know.
Yeah,
That
go on.
was very
Sorry,
odd.
go on, Phil.
Right. So yep, Dunio set another one in. That is once again pixelated, but you can just see
Mm,
in the middle down low, something poking out.
yeah, you can.
Uh,
Yeah,
in all honesty, I'm not saying it is a Dogman,
could be
but
anything. Yeah,
it
but it's
could be
definitely
anything.
there.
It's so pixelated. My footage is now in 4K. I am taking it in 4K. I bought a new camera as well. That Dornio caught as well, the same footage. Uh No Man's Land, the video is called, on the thumbnail.
I've seen it.
Uh and she caught that as well, which does look like a claw of some sort. But once again, very pixelated. But just for Dornio's sake, I
Good.
thank you
That's
very
good,
much
that,
for
Phil.
going through. Also, right. Eileen said just felt them. Oh, the clamps. She just felt the clamps. Okay.
Right.
Didn't see them. Okay.
Yeah. Could you move though, Len? Could you move? Did you try to move? Sorry.
Yeah. 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 That would be interesting. That would be interesting. All right, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to present this audio file. Okay. And I'm going to chuck in some. I'm going to chuck in some AI images as well.
Are we alone in the universe? I mean, it is the big question, isn't it? The one humanity's asked forever, and yeah, it keeps us up at night. But here's a thought, maybe a twist. What if we've been asking the right question, but looking for the answer based on totally human ideas about how anyone should talk?
That's a really fascinating and maybe essential challenge to how we usually think about it. Yeah. Our deep dive today, it's all about peeling back those assumptions. We're going to explore some honestly pretty surprising new ideas about how extraterrestrial intelligence ETI might actually communicate and the challenges that presents, which are, well, profound, mind bending, even, and what it could all mean for our own communication down the line.
Exactly. And we're pulling from some really interesting sources here. We've got insights from a scientific filmmaker, delves into what he calls emerging science, and also reports about a European research group apparently making some, well, unpublicized claims that could really shift the paradigm. So let's get into it.
Okay, so for decades, right, our main strategy has just been listening. Mostly for radio signals, SETI or Arecibo back in the day, the Allen telescope array, even dedicated amateurs scanning the skies.
Just listening for something,
Yeah,
a pattern,
pretty much anything that repeats, anything structured that stands out from the general background noise of the universe, hoping for that, clear sign of intelligence.
which makes sense from our perspective. It's based on our tech, our way of communicating. But here's where that first sort of unexpected idea comes in.
Hmm.
What if ETI doesn't use radio? What if their communication doesn't fit our mold at all?
And one really compelling angle our sources bring up is this. What if intelligent life actually evolved to be silent?
To survive.
Silent. How so?
Well, imagine a world, a biosphere, where making noise is dangerous. It attracts predators, maybe signals environmental problems, or even flags you for, I don't know, hostile neighbors out there.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. In that kind of place, silence isn't just nice, it's key to survival. It's a shield. So, if a species needs quiet to exist, why on earth would they ever shout into the void with powerful signals? It completely flips our expectation, doesn't it?
It really does. It forces you to
Yeah.
check those human biases.
Yeah.
And okay, even if they did want to talk using something like radio, we hit another massive wall.
Yeah.
Distance, cosmic distance, and the time lag, the latency.
Oh, absolutely. The speed of light sounds fast, but space is just so incredibly vast. It's a huge issue, even relatively close by in our own solar system.
You have examples, right, from like the moon missions.
Yeah, definitely. Apollo 17, there's this great story. They wanted to film the lunar module lifting off from the moon using the camera on the rover, but the rover was controlled from Earth. So there's about a 3-second round trip delay for the radio signal.
3 seconds. Doesn't seem like much, but
But to get the shot right, they had to tell the camera to tilt up 3 seconds before the ascent module actually fired its engine. Took them 3 tries to get it right. Imagine that kind of fiddly timing.
wow. Okay. And Mars is even worse, right?
Oh, much worse. Depending on where Earth and Mars are in their orbits, the light speed delay can be anywhere from, say, 12 to over 20 minutes each way.
20 minutes. So trying to drive a rover in real time.
Totally impossible. You see a rock, you can't just swerve. You have to send the turn left command, wait 12 or 20 minutes for it to arrive, then wait another 12 or 20 minutes to see if it actually works.
That's painful.
Hmm.
Not just slow, it fundamentally changes how you operate.
Exactly. And it's not just space. Think about military drones, the ones flown from, say, Nebraska, controlling a drone over Afghanistan via satellite.
There's latency there too.
Significant latency. Pilots talk about being behind the loop. Seconds of delay makes precise stuff like landing smoothly incredibly hard because your inputs aren't matching the drone's immediate reality.
Right. And the FAA, the Aviation Authority, they know this is an issue for remote control stuff.
They do. They have standards. And the maximum allowed latency is incredibly small, something like 20 nanoseconds.
The nanoseconds. Why so strict?
Because beyond that, the human brain just can't really cope. That disconnect between action and reaction gets too much. And you can see why the military, for instance, would be desperate for communication faster than light, or at least instantaneous, for remote actions. Imagine trying to fire a weapon precisely with a multi-second delay.
Okay, so the big picture here is radio waves, our main tool. They're kind of basic, old-fashioned almost.
For interstellar scales, absolutely. They work fine across a town, maybe across a planet, a few thousand kilometers. But between stars, you slam right into that speed of light limit. The latency becomes, well, the sources call it ridiculous. You just can't have a conversation if hello takes 100 years to get there and another 100 for the reply.
So if normal physics, normal radio waves hit this hard limit,
Mhm.
what's the alternative? Where do you go?
Well, this is where things get really interesting, maybe a bit strange. The idea is you might need to get out of the realm of physics we experience every day, move beyond light, beyond photons, into
Okay.
the quantum world, the subatomic realm.
Quantum, okay, that sounds complex.
It is. But the key idea, at least conceptually, is that at that level, things might be interconnected in ways that sort of ignore distance as we know it. Space-time doesn't quite work the same way. A planet a million light years away could, in a quantum sense, be as close as an atom right next to it. Distance isn't the barrier it is for us.
Right, there was this analogy used, like a
Hmm.
very long metal rod.
Yeah, a sort of thought experiment. Imagine a super long, perfectly rigid rod poking all the way to, say, planet Zog. You push this end.
Another end pokes out instantly.
Instantly, no delay, no compression wave traveling down the rod. It's just connected. Now, that's a classical analogy for a quantum idea, but it gets the point across. There's no travel time in the same sense.
And this connects to the work of Gunter Nimitz.
Yes, Gunter Nimitz and his work on what's called quantum tunneling technology.
Yeah.
Now, it's important to say this is often described as emerging science, maybe controversial in some physics circles. But Nimitz claims, not that he's breaking the speed of light, but that in the quantum world, information transfer can appear instantaneous.
How did that work?
He's apparently demonstrated it in his lab at a German university. His students have supposedly replicated it many times. The idea is the signal effectively enters his transmitter and exits his receiver, even with an air gap between them instantly. And theoretically, that air gap could be, well, infinite.
Wow. Okay, if that holds up, if it's real, that changes everything for interstellar chat, doesn't it?
It overcomes that enormous latency hurdle. Talking to someone 100 light years away, radio takes 100 years there, 100 years back. 2 centuries for one exchange. It just doesn't work for, advanced civilizations needing real interaction. They'd need something instant. And the idea is they'd be working within this quantum universe where everything is instantly connected.
But there's a catch, right? Pretty big one.
Ah, yes. The catch, apparently this kind of quantum tunneling communication, it's not encryptable, not in the way we think about securing a radio boom.
Why not?
Because when you send a message into this quantum realm, it doesn't just go from point A to point B.
Yeah.
The potential for it to be detected exists theoretically everywhere in the universe all at once. It's sort of omnipresent.
So anyone could listen in.
Potentially. The only way to secure it, apparently, is to encrypt the message content itself really, really well before you even send it.
Yeah.
You can't secure the transmission path because there isn't one specific path.
That's a huge deal. And it leads to what the source, the filmmaker, called the real problem.
Exactly. He made this striking point. Figuring out how to use Gunter Nimitz's quantum tech, the transmitting and receiving,
Yeah.
that's actually a tiny problem compared to the truly enormous issue of understanding what's being said.
Understanding the message itself.
Precisely.
Right.
He used this great analogy. Imagine an Inuit kid shows up at a German school. The kid speaks no German, the teachers speak no Inuit, total language barrier.
Okay. Seems impossible.
They could probably still communicate something if a teacher shows the kid a ball.
Ah, right. Both cultures probably have balls, a shared reference point. Spherical object, play. You can bridge that gap.
Exactly. There's a common source of reference grounded in shared human experience, probably.
Uh-huh.
But with aliens, truly alien aliens, the gap might be absolute. They might have no shared reference points with us.
Like, they might not even know what a sphere is, or blue, or a ball.
Or light, or color, or have
Yeah.
anything like our body shape, or experience gravity the same way. There might be no common math, no shared physics principles as we see them, nothing. That, supposedly, is the enormous, maybe insurmountable issue.
Which makes our attempts to send out, math equations, pictures of people, music,
Yeah.
seem a bit desperate.
Well, desperate or maybe just hopeful. It's sending something about us, hoping they can somehow decode it and maybe, just maybe, send something back that we can begin to make sense of.
It really highlights how hard this is when you think. we struggle to communicate properly here on Earth.
Absolutely. We don't really talk to octopuses or squids, despite them being incredibly intelligent. We can't have a proper chat with the cat or the dog. Mostly we're just guessing based on behavior.
Yeah. The gap even to our nearest intelligent neighbors on this planet is huge, let alone something totally alien.
So while quantum tunneling seems like a very smart potential technique for ETI,
If they're out there.
if they're out there, yes. It's probably not the only idea being kicked around, though. In the SETI communities, some people are looking at neutrinos.
Neutrinos, those tiny particles.
Incredibly tiny. No electrical charge. They just zip right through planets, stars, us. Billions pass through you every second. The idea is maybe ETI uses beams of neutrinos. There's a huge detector buried in the ice in Antarctica looking for patterns, maybe information encoded in the number or timing of neutrinos arriving.
Why neutrinos?
Well, they aren't blocked by dust clouds or planets like radio waves or light can be. It's a clean signal path, potentially.
Interesting. Any other method?
Well, there's talk of using very, very fast pulses of light, like sub-nanosecond laser flashes, maybe for shorter range communication.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. I just remembered what's. Okay, that gives us a rough idea. Let me take this off. Of what I was getting at with the difficulty when it comes to communicating. It's very, very hard to project what we want to say to aliens, UFOs, using our perceived methods. It's going to be virtually impossible, because I believe that they are going to be so different, and they'll have their own set of physiological and social structures to work with alongside. So I think it's going to be very, very difficult. But I think on a quantum level, I think it's going to be the only way of doing it. What I'm doing at the moment, I've got some video which I'm going to put up right now. I'll tell you why. Because from last week, I said to people to manifest to me a cryptid. I did put it up as a poll and people chose a cryptid, so cryptid it was. So I'm just putting up a few things that happened to me, which was a bit odd, because I also got scratched. I just one moment, I'll get these up, bear with me. In the meantime, I'm going to. We had an awful lot of stuff happen in the kitchen, so I'm going to bring Roxy on because she had something that happened to her in the kitchen. I think it's yesterday. Okay, let's bring her up. Hello.
Hi. Hello. No, it was this morning.
Oh, it was a morning. Oh, it's this morning.
It was this morning. It might have seemed
Yeah,
such a
actually,
long
my
time ago,
brain-
but it was this
My
morning.
brain is just. My
I've
brain
got
is
no idea.
Was it
No
like-
idea what goes on in my
I don't know
life.
what's
Yeah,
going
as
on. I was trying to work out which sock goes on what foot at the time, I think.
Oh, no. I was in the kitchen, and our kitchen's not particularly big. Probably 6 steps, at one end to the other. I'd put a bagel, very interesting, I know, in the toaster. And I was at the other end of the kitchen, just tidying up, doing some drying up, putting stuff away. At the other end where the toaster is our fridge. And on the fridge is a little shelf, a magnetic shelf. And that's where I keep the innards of a grater. Well, as I was at the other end, this grater came out. It didn't topple out. It came up and then down. There was no way that could have happened, and it landed where in a thing where the dog food is, and I messaged Phil to say I don't know what you asked for, but that has never happened to me before, and it's a bit weird.
That sounds like a bit poltergeisty type of thing, though, doesn't it? Is it?
It was just very odd. What was that?
You'll see. Hang on, I'm just loading up the. I'll actually just load them up now. These are some videos that I took.
Of
Now,
weird stuff that has happened to you?
yeah, okay, some weird stuff, but bear with. All right, I'm just going to load them up quickly. Bear with. I didn't have enough room before to load them up. That's my excuse. Because
And he
I'd
hasn't
already
told me,
put up.
actually. He hasn't told me. We don't
Just
talk.
open up to that.
Where's my
Communication.
And
Yeah, there you go. That one there. Let's move that one temporarily.
Oh,
What's that?
what was
Hang on.
that? The bucket was normally really up high.
Yes, I know.
dogs
Yeah,
are quite
hang on.
skittish tonight as well.
Hang on a minute.
It is Wednesday, nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. Been outside and barking in the garden as well. At the back here. Let's see what's got him. Let's see what's got him spiked. Something's got him spiked. Nothing there, Basil. Nothing there. Good.
Okay, so that was one which was just after. So I'd finished the stream last week. I'd finished it, went down, had my cup of tea, and I heard a really big bang. Now at the time, what it is, I just sort of was relaxing. All right, so excuse the mess in the place as well, because we are in the process of decorating, and we've been decorating for the past 5 years. So but it's like kind of one thing, one thing sort of like led to another, and it's just like halted stuff. But anyway, and also I got 3 front teeth which are missing, and I took my plate out because otherwise they rub on my gum. And I do a lot of talking. I like talking, so that's why you'll see. It's not that I've been punched in the mouth. A lot of people would like that, but it's just I took the teeth out. So this is the other video.
Buckets fell down.
Right, that's right outside our front door. It's not a usual mess like that. Back door, sorry,
Back
back
door.
door.
Back
And it's not
door.
a usual mess like that. It's not a usual mess like that.
No,
The
it's not.
bucket had fallen down, and things were just scattered around.
No,
And it was
those bits of wood are not like that. They're normally up.
not
straight
everything's
up,
upright, including the poles upright, that mop handle's upright. It's just little things. I know it's not kind of like gobsmacked, but it's just for us. It's like, hang on a minute, someone's been around the back there.
Should have had the trail camera up.
I should have put the trail camera up. I know. I didn't think to do that. I didn't think to, I honestly, a lot when it started happening, Cole, it kind of, I didn't expect it to be so soon. I did not expect it to be so soon. I must admit.
You felt anything in the house or any bedroom or anything like that? Any sense of?
Yeah, I have as well. So this is
have you?
Yeah.
Strange. Okay. Right, come on.
Look at their little faces.
I still can't find my bag.
At the time I was looking I couldn't find my bag. I had my bag downstairs by me, which I got all my little personal bits and pieces in. Could not find it for love nor money. It had gone, and it was downstairs. Right, it's downstairs. I'm showing you. I'm honest. Showing you around the whole house. I was trying to find it. Couldn't find it. Here's the other bit.
Oh, I'm going to bed, but I'm looking for my little bag. I've got a bag which I take everywhere. It's got bits and pieces in. I can't find it at the moment. That's gone. And it's what?
See, this is when I'm trying to sleep. I've got work.
Yeah, you're upstairs asleep. I got that on video as well.
No!
Look, it's scientific. It's scientific.
You
Don't worry
did
about
a
it.
stalker.
No, it's scientific. Just let it play.
That's what I say when I watch them foreign films. It's scientific research.
Could not find my bag.
Unusual. You lose everything.
I'm upstairs in the padded room, which is my studio, the bedroom, at the moment. Going to the bathroom.
Is this how come all the camping stuff got knocked over in the hallway? You
Yeah.
stumbling around.
Went downstairs again with my tongue hanging out. Could not find my bag. And this is like more or less, not long after, just a few
So
hours.
where
2,
did you
3 hours.
find it in the end? Where was it? Was it
it
in
was
its
big.
usual place or?
No,
Peter downstairs.
no, it
went
wasn't.
upstairs
hidden.
in the studio or a padded room. Odd.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a cliffhanger, isn't it?
It's got to be a bestseller, hasn't it?
This is going to be good.
Come on, go.
It is.
Ready Steady Retro asked for your leg to be touched or clothing pulled.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Fat chance.
Wow. Well, there's a thing. Well, I'll tell Ready Steady Retro. Oh, where's the other one? I did have it. I did have that.
Friday night.
No.
Saturday morning now.
I'll show you.
So look,
This was earlier, just a bit early.
early in the morning.
See there,
And,
you
can
see
you
that
see
that where the dog
social
food
media?
is. That's
Missed.
where that thing landed.
Right. And this is where
What's that doing there?
exactly. This is usually, I'll show you on the video. Hold on.
Cooling down. But this,
Massive big bang in the kitchen. I was sat on my chair, right? I was on a bit of social media, just having a little look. I think after the video, what I tend to do is I share it out through pages. I was doing a bit of that. Then I heard a big bang in the kitchen. I mean, really big bang. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I can't be sure. I'm not going to lie, but I'm sure the fluorescent light, which isn't fluorescent, it's an LED light. It's a council place, but the LED light, kind of like there was it dimmed as if something walked past it or underneath it. It's because you can see from the lounge to the kitchen and the light coming bleeding through from the kitchen into the lounge. You can just saw some. It just dimmed. I don't know, but yeah. And then I heard the big bang, and I went into the kitchen, and I found that on the floor. That's where it belongs.
goes under both drawers like that. And once that's in, and that has fallen down.
See, that's nuts.
As you can see, once it's on, it's on. And that was down there.
Right, hang on. I'm just going to get the other one up. Bear with. Hold on. Let me just get
No
that.
word of a lie. It sounded as if something really big was in here. And then that come up and gone down.
Right, hang on. Let's get it up now. So, ready, steady, retro. You wanted something to happen to my leg. That. In the morning, I woke up and I had scratches on my leg. So that's between my ankle and my knee on my calf at the back. And that wasn't done, by me the day before or anything. That was like those scratches on my leg. I didn't feel them happen at the time. I was asleep. Woke up and I just like sort of it felt a bit itchy. So I started scratching my leg and I pulled the cover off the bed, as you can see, and I saw those scratches. And I thought, what the hell? Yeah. And that's the truth. I swear, that's the truth. So yeah, ready, steady, retro. You're quite right. And I do believe that what visited me and was, sort of like being a bit mischievous, I honestly would say it was it wasn't a Dogman, it was a Bigfoot, I think. It was a young Bigfoot entity. That's what I think. That's the impression that I was getting. It wasn't a Dogman.
Cool.
But that's only my impression. Because it was because of its size, it was like very broad and quite large, quite big. It seemed to be big to me. In my mind's eye, it seemed to be something really big. So yeah, that's it.
Well,
That's what happens.
Reddy said, oops, sorry.
Where are we? Roxy. Let's see. Oh, hello, Richard. I asked for your leg to be touched, right? Okay. Thank you very much for that. And I do appreciate. Thank you for the manifestation. I appreciate that. And don't worry. Okay. What after this, what is hanging around will be gone. Okay, because I'll make sure that that's like safely away. Right. So don't worry about that. That's fine. Everyone has guardians,
Do
and
you
I've
know
got my
what
own
is
guardian.
weird?
Uh-huh.
You know, last night the dogs were in the garden and it was late. It was quite late, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wednesday I crashed out after boxing. So yeah, that was last night. And I was trying to get Ruby in. They were both barking out in the garden. It was really quite late. And they were barking round the tree. And I couldn't, they would not move away from it. There was like, well, I couldn't see anything. And there was nothing there. But even a biscuit wouldn't entice her in. And you know what she's like for snacks.
Well, she's a guts. Yeah, crab stick with a biscuit. She'd do backflips.
I kept offering her one, and she wouldn't move.
So at the end of the day, my bag went missing. I found it eventually. I did have it on video where I found it. Hang on, if you've got the patience, hang on. Oh yeah, here we go. This is it. Hang on 1 minute. I'll get it now. Yeah. This is the exact place where I found it. Okay. Right then, let's have a look. Badump. TLS. Right. Okay. Bear with. TLS. Get that up right now. Video file.
Already said it was a juvenile Janu.
Janu. Yeah. Okay, this is where I found it. In bed. By the side. See, that's Rox. Yeah, she was asleep. She was, Rox was fast asleep, and the bag was by the side of her, under the pillow. Yeah.
Look at that's all looking. Oh my god.
Yeah. So you tell me, but that is as honest a diary account as I can make. I didn't hold back. That was me without teeth around the house. That's what happened. That was not, and Rox asleep in bed. That's exactly as it happened. And the marks on my leg weren't due to anything. Didn't have those when I went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, I had them. So I do think I had the feeling it was a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch, Jane, but it was a young one. But it was something very big. Yeah, but it's all good because that won't be bothering me again. I've got my own protection, which I can use for that to banish that, to get that away. So that's fine. That's not a problem, and it'll be safely done. So not a problem there. But it's interesting, and I do appreciate. Don't feel bad. You've done the right thing. I wanted a manifestation. I asked for a manifestation, and I got a manifestation. And I've showed one thing. It does actually work. The egregore, the idea of an egregore. Remember, egregores are created by a group of people. Tulpas are created by a single person. But an egregore, it worked. We did create something. Or what we did, we actually asked collectively, and with enough collection of thought, it came and it entered and it played around. Didn't do any harm. It could have done harm, but it didn't. So I'm very lucky. Yeah, so I thank you all very much for that, and I do appreciate that. It was very interesting, and I did enjoy that. Even though I was a bit worried about my bag, to be honest, because I was like, oh. But no, that's okay. All's well that ends well. Let me say that. If anyone else has got anything to share it. Otherwise, I'll wrap this up.
Oh, Reddy just said it's amazing. That didn't ask for a scratch though, just a good poke on the leg.
Yeah. Well, probably the Janie misheard you. That's what it was.
Or what is a good poke to us is something else.
Yeah. This is taking it down a level, isn't it? What is a good poke to us? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you wish you never said that now, don't you? Yeah, no, excellent. Anyway, Mr. Keelty, have you got anything to share, add?
No, I don't think I've got anything, to be honest. I can't think of anything offhand. Wrap it up, I think.
Well,
okay.
Unless anybody out there has got any questions or anything of any type.
Yeah, if anyone's got anything at all that they want to mention, we've got a bit of time.
Or us all, like me and Phil, Roxy, to look into, whatever.
Yeah, we'll give you a couple of minutes to tap out if you want us to. I mean, for next week or for the week after, whatever. If you want to. What's that? Check out, Colin. Yeah, thank you very much, Kate. Yeah, that's your link.
There we go.
Yeah, cheers, Kate. I don't know why you want to check me out, but there you go.
Yeah, and it's the Dark 66. I did put a link in the description for Colin's YouTube. I would recommend it. What I like about Cole, and I'm not blowing smoke up your bum. It is just a case, really, of he's a boots on the ground and a good researcher. He's no sort of like frills, and he says it, shows it as it is, and I think that's like kind of brilliant. That's what we want. We don't really care about the fluffing up and the
we do know a lot of people that do that, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Details, but yeah.
Ready, steady, retro. Does Colin want a manifestation?
I get a lot of you, as you know. I've discussed it with you. I've had quite a few things, and I think the hitchhiker effect. Some places I do go, I'll bring something back, and it does happen. I mean, like I said to you, I think it was months ago. I went into the bathroom to relieve myself during the night, and it was just full of smoke. And I said, "Do you mind? I want a wee," and it just went up to the ceiling and just gone. But I get doors, I get things moved. I don't know, all sorts of things I've had happen. Sometimes it only happens for a couple of days. Sometimes it's just one night. Sometimes it can go on for a week. It'll just stop. I'm up for it. Yeah. Send me some good luck.
Oh, so yeah, of course. Good luck. Yeah, of course. Good luck. Okay, right. The gauntlet is down. Okay. So
Anyway, Mr. Coville, while we're here, remember you said to me, choose a cryptid. First cryptid that come into my head, I printed it out on my printer. So what is it? Do you remember that last week?
I do remember. Yes. I do remember. Yeah. Yes, you chose something quite. Yeah. Yeah. I can't. I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. I chose something quite unique. I'll give you another clue. Monty Python took the Mickey out of it. That might give it away, is it?
Yeah. No, don't go into the cave. Don't go. No,
you got it.
It's vicious, I tell you. It's horrible. It's a monster. It'll bite your head off.
There's the proof. I sealed it up in an envelope. Let me just. Sorry, I've lost my knife opener. This is the only thing I've got found in my backpack.
That's what you call a knife.
Get this out. Drum roll.
Right, here we go. Okay.
There you go. What's that say? Can we see it?
Oh, look.
Jackalope.
There you go, jackalope.
Well, I never.
Well, I did.
My word. No, jackalope.
First thing that come in my head when you said last week, think of a cryptid.
Why did that come into your head?
Diploma, that was one
Can
of my
I just say, the other day, you had a massive sneezing fit.
Oh, I did.
How do
you
know?
did.
Oh, me.
No, Phil.
I did.
Massive sneezing fit. You couldn't stop sneezing for about 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, and the one thing I'm allergic to is allergic to 3 things: aspirin gives me stomach ache, and rabbit fur.
You shouldn't tell me that.
If you were to get a rabbit and rub it in my face, that'd be it. Game over for me.
When we're camping next, did you say?
Yeah. I think September, isn't it? I think you're.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. No rabbits, please. No rabbit. No.
Yeah.
No. You know, yeah. So I think, just imagine you turning up with a rabbit under your arm. Oh, Phil, what are you doing?
What were you supposed to rabbit that lived indoors?
Yeah, I got something to show you. Come here, Phil. Here, you big nose git. Come here. Listen, everyone, both Kate, Dornio, thank you very, very much. And as usual, I shall let Rox sing us out. Colin, thank you very much for joining.
You're more than welcome, and thank you for everybody that's interacted with me and Phil and Roxy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You've been great. Great audience, you?
Yeah, and they're nice. They're a nice gang. They're a really nice gang.
Seems to be, seems to be really well intelligent.
Yeah, they know their stuff. They do know their stuff.
Yeah, it seems so.
Colin, until we do this again, okay?
Yes, no problem. Just let me know when you want me, and I'll get out my coffin, and I'll come up. As long as it's not daylight, we'll be all right.
Lovely. That's great. All right, bye, mate. Right, okay, and I shall take myself off once again, like Cole. Thank you very much, everyone. I do appreciate your time and watching. Thank you very much.
Well, it's just me. Thank you, Colin, for coming on. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ready Steady Retro. Absolutely brilliant. And Eileen Scott as well. Thank you very much for your wonderful stories. I've actually got a bit of a story myself. Guy I work with, I was talking about a story that something had happened to Phil. And when his father had died, he was looking at some tools. It was in a cupboard, getting some bits out. And he felt a hand on his shoulder. And that's how his dad used to grab hold of him when he was a kid. And then as he got older, it was more of a pat, but sometimes it was a proper firm hand. And that happened to him just after his dad died. So he was telling me that today, which I thought was really interesting. So thanks for that, Dave. Anyway, I will leave you. Have a brilliant weekend. The sun is meant to be really hot, so stay hydrated, stay in the shade as much as possible, and we'll see you next time.